But I wanted to do this quick video and just address a question that other people have expressed. But, a lot of radios that we use as communication tools to reach other dimensions, heavenly realms, spirit realms of other sorts. A lot of these are radios that will scan automatically with a push of a button. And basically, the radios are taken apart, they're altered by basically, what I want to say, taking apart or disassembling the mute feature of the radio. And what that mute button does, or the mute feature, is when a radio is scanning, it will mute when you hit the scan and it goes on to the next station. It will mute anything between that it's not picking up clear enough. So when you disable, is the word I was looking for, when you disable the mute on many of these, usually and typically it's Radio Shack radios, the older styles, you disable the mute in it and you can scan across all of the stations, some faint, some clear. Usually the more closer you are to them, obviously, the clearer it's going to be. But it will scan through those uninterrupted. And so that's how we get what's called, and originally was called a Frank's box, but it's called a hacked Radio Shack, basically, hacked spirit box. It does work that way. Spirits are able to use the frequencies, the radio frequencies, to manipulate those frequencies and connect with us through words, either words existing on the radio or put together partial words to form a complete word or sentence, or use the static in between as well, because there's so many frequencies that those scanning radios are running through. Some people wonder, well, how can I get a radio like that without having to spend hundreds of dollars on the radios that people are building themselves with tuners and so forth? And you can save a lot of money by purchasing a manual radio. Now, this is one I purchased, and I purchased this one because it's fairly clear. This is an Eaton. It's a mini 300 world band receiver. FM is the best. And so that's what I always go with when I do use this radio. It takes 2 AA batteries here in the back. But basically, it's a manual. It'll scan just like a normal radio, but you can also tune manually. The advantage of these, I will say, that in the process of scanning across the radio stations, you can do it quickly or you can do it slowly. It's up to you how fast the scan adjustment is. Whereas when you buy these radios that people are making, these spirit boxes, oh, excuse me, but when you buy spirit boxes that people are building from ground up, they will have like scan rate adjustments on them. But here you are the scan rate adjuster, depending on how fast you spin the tuning wheel. So let me just show you what I mean. And this is a cheaper way to go, which is my whole point of this. This is a cheaper way to go and still receive the spirit communications from the other side. Now, one thing to remember is always record your sessions. You always want to record them, for one. And in the process of receiving that recording, you want to be able to have a software either on your laptop or on your phone that you can go back and review the recording. You can clean it up a little bit with some of the static, removing some of the static if necessary. Or you can also turn around and slow down areas that need to be slowed down, because oftentimes, more than not, I'd say 99% of the time at least, the communication will come through quickly. The words will come through quickly, because spirits will manipulate these frequencies, and oftentimes these frequencies are just like zippity zip. And so you'll have to slow them down to understand what was being said. So record it and have a software available that you can use. I've used WavePad for the 10 years I've been doing this on, and it's worked fine, and it's free. So let's show you here. Now this is, like I said, I bought this for about 35 bucks. Now you can tune it to a radio station, listen to the music. Or you can scan, and you can scan it as fast as you want. Let me turn the volume up. You can see it's on FM. So you can adjust the scan rate. If you go too slow, you're going to get a lot of radio stations. So you got to be aware of anything that's come through, if it's relevant or not. But there are many radios out there that you can scan manually, and you don't have to hack it. You don't have to alter the radio or break it, as a lot of people call it, a broken radio. You don't have to alter it. So just to give you an example, can I receive communication from this? Well, I know I can because I have. And I believe anybody has the ability, if you focus and you connect your spirit, connect your mind in a specific spirit, that you want to reach. I never recommend, nor would I ever suggest, trying to communicate with just any earthbound spirit. You will receive lies, you will receive deception, you will receive those that try to put fear into you. A lot of these earthbound spirits are just not happy. They're not happy because they're here. They're stuck here, whether by choice or for whatever other reason. But when a spirit is stuck here on this earthly plane, it's not where they're supposed to be, and they have the opportunity to move on, and they haven't taken it for whatever reason. Those are not the ones to listen to for reliable communication, in my opinion, or information. If you're one of those people that do spirit communication and you get a thrill or whatever out of spirits from Earth coming out with demon and devil and all that stuff, if that gets you a nut, then whatever. But you need to stop. You need to stop doing that, because that's not going to do you any good spiritually, and it's not going to do you any good for spirit communication, other than you trying to entertain other people listening to your garbage of receiving that stuff, because it is garbage. That's not what we're supposed to be listening to. So let's turn the volume up. Okay, so now let's go this way. Now we'll start scanning the other way. Kind of. Hello, my spirit friends. Bridget, Mom, the Circle team. Can somebody say? Can somebody say? Can somebody say hello and mention my name, please? Can somebody please say hello, Kevin? I think somebody just said my name there. Like I say, they can use the words from the radio stations, or they can use static, or a combination of both. Can somebody repeat the word spirit for me to show how this works? Can you say the word spirit? Dead people? I heard somebody say dead people. Can you please say the word spirit? Now let's scan it fast. Spirit. I heard a male voice say spirit. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Is there anything else you'd like to say before I shut this off? I'm just trying to show the people how this works. Can you say hello to the people? Can you say hello, people? You could jump down. You could just skim across, back and forth. Kevin, hi, yeah, this is Kevin. Can you say the word communication and I'll shut this off? Not sure if that was it. Communication. All right, goodbye, my friends. God bless. I love you. Are you done? I think it said, are you done? Yep, thank you. So there you go. I mean, it's just a manual tune. I mean, the way I use this is just manually use the tuner knob on it. Go out, get you a cheap analog radio. Now, like I say, some of them aren't as clear as others. I got this one because when I watched a review on this radio, it was very clear. It was more clear anyway than your average analog radio. Like I say, I paid like $30 or so for it. It's heavy, it's sturdy, it's a good radio. Eaton makes good radios. Um, but you don't have to spend that kind of money. You can go out and buy a $10 radio and accomplish the same thing, really. But there you go. If you want a cheap way to get a spirit box, basically, go out and get you an analog radio, which means it has the tuner that you manually tune to adjust to from one radio station to another. You don't have to hack into it and disassemble or I keep forgetting that word, but disable the mute in it. That's all there is to it. I recommend you reaching out, and you will benefit so much more if you communicate with the higher spirit beings, family members, spirit guides, especially spirit guides. That's what they're there for. They're there to guide us. They're there to lead us and help us. And we want to learn. I hope we want to learn. That's what got me into it. And my mom comes through. I've had cousins come through as well. But it's always a blessing when that happens. So God bless each and every one of you. Take care and just use your instinct, use your conscience, and do the right thing in the process. All right. Take care. Bye-bye now.